So I'm going to read you a sample vision statement so that you can get familiarized with kind of how this looks like, what it sounds like. Share my screen. So we just covered everything that needs to be in the vision statement. So once you have spent the time reading the vision statement, revising it, making sure that it's in the present tense, that it includes the personal pros, that it includes power phrases and power words, that it includes all the different aspects that it needs to include, the pre-relaxation, the actual vision statement, a summary, and a reminder to listen in a post relaxation statement, then you're ready to make another appointment with your client and deliver the vision statement. When you're delivering the vision statement, it is really important that your client is comfortable and is away from any distractions. So you want to not allow your client to do this when they're driving, or if they're like in another meeting. Like, really stress the fact that you need their undivided attention. It's important that you read the vision statement 4 to 5 times um, in succession, because it really does take a few times before the critical conscious mind settles down and you can actually access the client's unconscious mind. If possible, you want to have your client record the vision statement on their smartphone as you read it to them, or you can record it ahead of time for them. Sometimes I will go on to even like play some violin or piano music that I find on YouTube, and I've recorded on my phone for the client, just so that it's crisp and clean. And then I will send it to them. So again, the vision statement is going to have these different components, right? It's going to have one, that relaxation paragraph, and you're going to read that once. Then it's going to have the personalized vision statement with a summary, and then you want to read that a few times, 4 to 5 times. You want to, in there, you also want to have that reminder to listen with the post relaxation. And you're going to read that one time at the end. So this is what a pre-relaxation statement looks like. You can literally take this one and use it, put it in your vision statement. When you submit the document to me, please include all of these things in there: the post relaxation and the pre-relaxation. So like the pre-relaxation, what it sounds like is saying, in a moment, you may want to take a deep breath. And as you breathe deeply in and out, you'll enter a deep, relaxed state that you will feel relaxed, safe, and at peace. And when you're reading this, please make sure that you are also in a relaxed state as much as possible. If you're agitated, it's going to come through. So just make sure that you also put yourself in that place, that space. Telling them you may want to close your eyes and take another deep breath now. And as you breathe, you notice that you're open to hearing the life empowering statements we have already created that will help you achieve your goals and create the results you want to achieve. Soon you're going to hear ideas that support your goals and provide the inspiration to overcome any and all challenges you may face along the way. And then you're going to ask them to take another deep breath in and out. You can breathe with them, telling them you're starting to feel relaxed and at peace. You're now going into a deep, relaxed state and are ready to hear these powerful ideas. feeling more relaxed and going deeper, and you get the idea, right? And you can literally take this shell here and include that. Then you're going to then insert, the actual vision statement that you write in here with a reminder for them to listen, and then the post relaxation. You can either use this one, or you can say, in a moment I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. Then open your eyes. But you want to do something of this sort. Okay. Any questions before I move on to what happens after you read the statements?
I have a couple. So
Yes.
one is the relaxation. I'm just concerned that relaxation statement might put people to sleep. Like, I don't want to
Right.
be so relaxed and in a catatonic state where they're not coming, like they can't come back from. So is
Uh-huh.
there any way we can like add some energizing relaxation to that? Or I just don't want, you know what I mean? Like I know, like I was thinking to myself, like if someone told me that, I'm not gonna want to talk about my goals. I'm gonna want to like drink some tea and just zen out.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. And so this session is not about talking about your goals. It's about relaxing and taking in this information. And even if the person goes to sleep and you're reading their vision statement to them, that's quite honestly, that's the ideal situation, because you're getting to their unconscious mind.
And so then my other question is, and I've been told, and I read this, that it's actually better for the person to read the vision statement themselves because they hear it in their voice. And so would it be prudent to have them read it 4 or 5 times instead of the coach read it 4 to 5 times?
Hmm. I can see how that can be very helpful. For this exercise, I would like for you to read it for them.
Okay.
And then the thing is that if you ask the client to record it for themselves, a lot of my clients have recorded their own vision statements. There is no guarantee that they're actually going to do it. So
Mm-hmm.
the more that you can take away from them having to do, and provide them with the recording, so that they can listen to it, the more likely that they're going to do it. Um, it has worked pretty effectively when I recorded for them, and um, I would honestly, if you feel really strongly about that it will help them to have their own voice, I would record it for them, and then I
Mm-hmm.
would have them record it as well.
Okay. Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Just because when you think about self-doubt, you hear it in your voice. You know what I mean? Like you hear it in your voice as opposed to like another person. You might hear another person's words, but you tend to hear it in your voice. But I understand and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah.
I have a question, Clara. What
What's your
about
question?
if, yes, my question is just related with what could happen? How can we react when we find that somebody that is reacting in, you know what I mean? Like if they say after we read the statement, oh, I don't feel comfortable, you know what I mean? It's like, what could be how can I handle a situation when the people, they don't feel comfortable after we do the mission statement?
You
I
said that
don't
they
know. Hmm?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, but I want to make sure that I got what I heard. You said,
Uh-huh.
so your question is, what if someone tells you that they don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
after you have read them their statement?
Yes, like what could be the no idea situation? How can we react to
So
something?
the non-ideal situation could be that you didn't capture their desires accurately in their vision statement, that you like omitted a lot of important information that they might have wanted to have in the vision statement. And so in that situation, you may have to go back and rewrite it, and make sure that you include everything that is important to the client. And so that's why I had expressed before that it might be a really good idea, if your client is okay with it, to record your client interview so that you can have, very accurate information. That's pretty much the only thing that I can think about. Is there something else that you think might come up, Magalis? You're muted, Magalis.
I'm raising the question because I just imagining myself doing this for the first time. You know what I mean? That we don't have experience. That maybe we're going to confront situation like that at some point, no? Because we are not experts. We are just learning.
Exactly. Yeah, we are learning, and so that's why we are practicing with each other, as students. And I'm here to support you in that. And so one way to avoid that, right, is to really document all of the answers to all the questions in the client interview. Like literally take the document, copy and paste it into a Word document, and insert all of the answers, inside that document, so that you have, very accurate notes on what the client said. And then you take that information and then create the vision statement from that. So if you follow that, that could be a remedy to that happening. But I'm just wondering if there's anything else that you foresee happening other than, you say the person doesn't feel comfortable. The one thing I can think of is you didn't accurately state my vision. Is there anything else that you feel could come up?
No, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Any other questions or things that you think might come up that we can get ahead of now? No? Okay. So let me go back to sharing my screen. So all of these components, this vision statement shell is in your handouts that you can copy and paste and use. You can use it as is, or you can tweak it so that you can make it yours. Okay. So after every single session, right? So this is about what happens, that the delivering the vision statement is literally the second session. After each session with your client, when you're, working in real life, you always want to set up an appointment with them before you get them off the phone. Okay, like let's not leave it for later. Like let's just figure out the time now, just to make it as easy, easy, smooth. This work that we're doing is pretty transformational. People can feel very sensitive about the process. So the easier that you can make it on the client, the better. Right? We all know how it's been when like we have tried to do something important and we get any chance to cop out. So just being real, let's just make it as easy as possible. So again, you want to make sure when you're delivering the statement, you want to make sure that your client is comfortable. You want to really share with them the importance of recording the session. So either, like I said, either they're recording it or you can record it for them. And then you want to read the vision statement to the client. And then just, just to make this a little bit easier, if you want to send the vision statement to me first, before you read it to your client, The only way I can know if you really did a good job capturing everything is if you send me the answers to the client interview. So please copy and paste the client interview into a Word document and insert all of the answers under the appropriate space. Okay? And if you want me to take a look at it before you deliver it to your client, send it to me, send me both. Send me the client interview and the vision statement. So just to, again, drive this point home, I want to play this video for you. Let me stop sharing my screen for a moment. So once you have delivered the vision statement and so before you end the call with the client, you want to really stress to them the importance of the self-affirmation process and why it's so important that they listen to the recording. And and also that to explain to them, like, you're gonna want to not listen to it. So putting other things in place, like putting it on your phone, putting it on your calendar, to make sure that you are really listening to the recording, that you're repeating back to yourself everything that's in the vision statement. You want to, like I said again, confirm your next appointment with them. And in your third session with them, you're going to be doing a 30-day plan. So you want to leave them with the thought of asking them to be thinking of which specific goals they'd like to focus on during your next appointment.